Hello everybody and welcome back to another game where first I want to say this will be the last one for the time being. It is the Christmas season and I'm just going to be busy, so I'm not going to be able to do these until after the Christmas season at the earliest, but also that just the last few videos no one has actually watched. My channel is smaller at the time of this recording. And so if you want to see more, please do leave a comment in the comment section below to tell me, because I'm not going to see through the views, because this will probably be long off the radar by the time I get back from Christmas even, because of how YouTube works. Anyways, now this game in particular, I probably threw it at the end that I made a bad decision, but I'll leave how that happens to the end. But I do believe that, at least in part, it was my fault. For sure, in part, it was my fault. But just this game went on for way too long. Too many of their team really did get fed. And so there wasn't really a lot that could be, or not fed, but just finished their builds. And so their team was just stronger than ours at the end. Anyway, so we start this. I try to bully this Darius. His spin axe, or his little spin move, actually does so much damage, but I just keep on throwing Qs out, trying to do stuff. I actually shielded the axe right there so that he didn't do as much to me, and was able to get my electrocute off, so therefore he just took much more damage than me. Anyway, so I dance around, and actually, I think I'm learning fairly well how to take on a Darius, and I know that the little spin axe thing, you need to be close to be able to make it so that he can't heal from it. But, oh, and here comes a real big issue, that the Lee Sin is down there, but the Echo comes in here too, which is a problem. Oh, maybe not yet. Okay, that happens a little later on, but both Lee Sin and Echo were just like right there. Anyways, Darius heals up. I start heading back. He saw me right there. Anyways, I made a point that I showed that I want to go back, but I check for a heal plant. There isn't any, so I come back to lane. I try to spam a little bit. He hurts me a bit, but I do believe I stay because I do have the potion still. So I just try to poke as well as I can while staying close enough, and he lets me farm up a little bit of mana there, and I get a level. I get out of range, but he scares the shield out of me, I guess you could say. So I'm just dancing around trying to protect the minion, or get the minions off as much. And so I just back real quick and teleport in, essentially what he did. So, but with my Aether Wisp in hand, I'm going to be doing a lot more damage in general. And I'm back to full health and full mana. So, anyways, as you can see, he put out a lot of wards. And he actually did ping that he couldn't see me. But anyways, see how I pulled him in to make it so he couldn't get his healing off? That is one of the ways I start mitigating his damage is I wait for him. Anyways, I find the plant down here. I have to get the scuttle off that one. Then I run back up. That ward right there is dead, so he didn't see me for a second. Anyways, I dive on top of him, and I actually do get the kill because I, again, evaded that the healing the self-heal he can do, so. And then I go up here and I push this in really hard because I know he doesn't have teleport because he used it earlier. So I ensure that I get this tower as low as I can to make sure that he can't, that he has to stay there or lose it. But anyways, he runs up. He tries to get me. I do have everything off of cooldown, but I really did not want to engage him right there necessarily. Anyways, he pulled me in, and I died pretty quick just because that's Darius. I wasn't able to evade his heal, I believe it was. But anyway, so he's pushing in pretty hard to my tower, but thankfully I know that he can't do as much damage because Diana has built-in damage modifiers. I do have to get that third hit to access them, but she does have them, so I am able to actually push the tower down a little bit faster. Not to mention, he got distracted by the minion wave too. That I can actually destroy the tower while clearing the wave. He cannot. So that also worked in my favor. Anyways, I know that he goes back here. He teleports back in, I do believe. Yep, right there. And right here, I'm going to slow this down. Now, the Echo's here too. I know the Lee Sin's over there, so I'm not worried because I thought that, well, it was all clear if the Lee Sin's up there. Anyways, all my stuff is on cooldown, so I tried to hit the Echo to get out of the stun because I thought he was going to throw it up higher. And so, nothing I can do, but the Lee Sin was just over there and decided to farm up. But can we switch to him? Yes. Now watch this fail. So he just starts getting wrecked, right? And he's trying to get away. He kicks him away and then just is not able to get to that flower in time to get him over into Baron. And so he just dies too. So, you know, oh well, what can you do? Oh yeah, by the way, ADC Scion. however that's however you guys feel about that. We do end up not really having a tank by the end of the game because Scion does end up being squishy, while this Darius, oh my gosh, has so much health and so much resistance to all of our damage. So, anyways, I'm just trying to stay away because I know he can do more damage. And I do dodge his little heals so that he remains low, but I am getting low on mana too, which is part of the problem, but he is kind of scared to engage, thankfully, so I farm up some mana and kill the minions at the same time. And I do believe I get him here in a moment after a couple waves. I kind of taunt these minions a little bit and then just farm up more mana. So, and he's just dancing over there trying to figure out what to do. I got my electrocute up, so I just dive him and kill him because there wasn't much he could do. And I then push this tower down. And as I was saying in the previous episode, that's my whole goal, is to get that down so I can start going elsewhere and killing other people, or make it so that he has no safety to go back to, so that I can assassinate the top laner over and over again to farm up gold. But if we go into this, the bottom is a mess right now, so I avoid that because I see the Darius pushing in towards top. And so I say that he disappeared for a second. I made a mistake there, and I had to flash out because you see how fast Darius kills me. And he even commented on it, and I even told him, you know, I was going to be dead if I didn't. So, anyway, so I'm just being very careful. He does have the cloak. He is building it into a spirit visage, and he already has MR boots, so he is trying to do his best to counter the damage I'm outputting. Anyways, he gets the heal off there, so I wasn't as effective, but I do still win the trade, and Echo comes back in, and I'm just not able to do anything. Everything's on cooldown. I have no mana, so, you know, what do you do? So, that was just really good timing by the Echo. The Lee Sin here just not doing very well at all. At all. So, like his score. What is his score? Yeah, that's kind of low for Lee Sin. Like, I get it. But then the Zed here very easily kills the Echo. Anyways, I'm not sure if he gets out. Does he get out? No, he doesn't. He dies. Okay, well, oh well, that's how it happens. Anyways, I get back up to top lane, and in Diana fashion, I kill all the minions to clear it out so that I can get this pushing out again. And that's the thing, and that's why I think Diana top is so much more effective, because it's on the far side of the map. I am able to, when I do push out, if the team is on the other side, it takes a really long time for them to get back up here. So I have a lot of time and freedom to be able to do stuff. So, and because I can take towers so quick, if they don't respond, they will lose a tower. Anyway, so I'm just running around. I'm trying to find something to do because I don't want to be taking on the Darius anymore. And I see him right here, and I'm like, oh, I can jump him and run away, right? He actually, because he saved a lot of his stuff because he wasn't paying attention, I actually get wrecked by him because I use up all my stuff. And when he's not even trying to use anything, basically, I use my abilities that I needed to dodge him when he wasn't even paying attention. So he wasn't even going to use the abilities. So it kind of a waste. Anyways. Now, Scion as a carry, I could maybe understand with that yell. Pushing the minions into the enemy actually can hurt quite a bit. So, but yeah, not really a lot. They do get the dragon here, just barely, but I do believe we kill most of them at that point. Anyways, I go top because the Darius, I don't want the Darius taking down my tower, and he just leaves. I don't know where he went. I'm a little late with this ping, and I do believe I ping because I don't know where he is. I'm a little hesitant about that bush because I don't know if he's just sitting there. Anyways, I do see him with those minions, and I do believe I ping out, yeah, right there, that he's right there and that they should be careful. And then I just go back to pushing out top because it gets me farm, it gets me money either way, and no one really goes up there to bother me most of the time other than Darius himself. Anyways, I throw down a ward there because I know Darius is probably going to try to come back, and I notice that he isn't. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to take your turret then. So I get rid of all the minions, and he has teleport though, so I have to back off. But that was the correct mindset, to try to take that. Anyways, he sees me doing Krugs, I guess, and so tries to stop me, and so he runs around, and I get pretty destroyed here, I do believe, but not before taking the Zyra. Oh, no, wait, that's right. I get away from that. I don't survive this, though. So I try to back right here, and the Zed ran away, though, so the Darius is just walking around. Anyways, I get a really poor angle on that bomb flower. And so I'm not able to get away because the Janna and Jhin were able to get in right at that point. So I'm dead again. Which is turning out to be for a fairly poor game, considering that I was actually doing fairly well against the Darius to start with. Anyways, they get them down, and I do believe they take the tower. I do tell them that Darius disappeared because I didn't see where he went. He went off screen. So I do warn them that he's there. And did they not actually take that? No, they did. Okay. And so I get the free farm up in top. And also, so that's pushed out. Darius, someone said that they're going top. I'm not sure who that was. I guess that was Darius. So he sees me right here. I throw a bush right there, and that ward disappears. Oh, that timing. Anyways, I clear out the minion wave, and then I do believe we dance a little up here, I think. Maybe not. But anyways, Darius is way too tanky for me. That's all that a Spirit Visage and MR boots, along with a Black Cleaver. That is all the health and MR you need to counter Diana. So it is really bad. Anyways, I'm throwing out Qs. He knows I'm there because of that. So, and his phage wears off, so he can't. Right? Black Cleaver still has the phage passive. Anyways, he's looking for me. I don't know if he sees me there. Anyways, he's heading. I don't know where he is, so I warn that I don't see him. And ooh, 3 people are converging onto Zed, but I do push this in. So, and as much as I can, because that's the whole point of of how you should be playing Diana. You should be trying to get people out here. I did see the Darius coming up though, And I see him going over there, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go this way. But I'm surrounded. There is no way out of this. And I see Echo. I try to go for the Jin. I fat finger like F2 or something. I go onto the Z, so that F3. And somehow this turns out okay. I don't know how, but somehow most of this turned out all right. I survived, and I start going around this way because I saw the Jin on that side for a moment. Anyways, this Darius is at full stacks, and you don't want to mess with him while he's like that. But he does get low, so I do believe I go in right here because the Lee Sin actually goes in. I'm pretty sure. He jumps in there, and then I'm like, okay, well, I can finish this. So I finish him off, but I need to run. And thanks for the heal from Thresh. So that's the only reason I survive. But anyway, so I head top because there's not a lot left to that tower. So I try to push it down as quick as possible. But then Janna arrives, which kind of killed that idea. But the tower is low. So, and I do eventually go up and just take it without minions because that is the beauty of Diana's kit, is that you can do a lot of damage to towers really quickly, and with that shield, you can make sure that you keep yourself from dying too quick. Anyways, if you hear the car alarm in the background, ignore that. Someone's car's going off in the parking lot. Anyways, we get the dragon, which is good because I need it to deal out more damage. And we start chasing down the Jin. We get hit with those though, and I see the Echo back here, so I just annihilate him. And I do believe we kind of reset. The Darius is going up top to stop the Zed. The Zed is not able to take the tower. I do know that because I do remember having to take it myself. Anyways, I take out that, and I just start hard pushing mid for a second, but then I see that Zed and Darius are up top. So we kind of just off and on hit him, I do believe, here. And I can't remember if we actually take him out, but he does get really low. And I start pushing this out. Zed is kind of covering my flank, so. And do I have electrocute up? That's right. I think I wait for electrocute. Ooh, the heal from Janna. Jeez. Like, I know it saved me this game a time or two, but electrocute comes up, and I kind of botch it. So I'm trying to get away at this point, and just no one can get me, but aggressive flash. So, and that's the thing, is that's one way to use your flash is, well, aggressively, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But the idea is they do get the tower after this, because no one's up there, though people are moving up there. Right? They do take this, right? I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, they do. Zion can't do much. He does a lot of damage to the Darius, but the problem is that Darius just does too much damage in general. I told the Zed that he needs to take mid down, so he did that very, very well. I go and stop the Echo here. He thinks he can actually get me, which eventually he will be able to, but anyways, I kick him out so that he doesn't. He actually throws out the little ghosts to slow us, even though I really wasn't going to follow, so kind of interesting. Anyways, I'm not quite sure what to do at this point, because every time I go top, Darius is there to meet me, and I can't face him on my own. So, and I thought I was sneaky there. Apparently not. There was a ward in the bush. Anyways, I come down here to help out with this, and I do believe I get the Zyra. Yeah, the electrocute got her thanks to the E, actually. Is it damaging abilities? Because it looked like the E triggered that, so I did not see that they put a ward in there. But anyways, I run up here, I ward it, and I just take out the tower myself. It's as easy as this. You just shield the first hit, And then just ensure you keep the 3 strike speed up as much as possible, and you just take it down. So, anyways, I do see the Janna there, and I do believe she sees me, and so she tries to follow. And I'm kind of baiting her here. I'm waiting for my cools down, and then I just go in and wreck her. And my ult back actually saved me there. But unfortunately, it's Darius, and he has Dead Man's Plate, so there's no escaping him anymore until I upgrade my boots, which I don't. So I just try to fight him, but there's really nothing I can do. But anyways, this Zyra actually starts to become quite powerful herself, able to one-shot pretty much. And this is kind of an issue I have with League of Legends, is that especially late game mages and stuff that just build damage, they all become glass cannons. Like, all of them. Like, there is not one that doesn't. So, anyways, Lee Sin gets caught right there. Thankfully, has the Thresh to get him out, but this Darius almost can perma-slow. So, they don't get out of there without a couple of them dying, I do believe. Oh, actually. Oh, that's right. All but Thresh actually dies. So I come back up here. Echo tries to... Oh, no, it's all but Lee survives. Okay. Well, Thresh survives the next one. But, yeah, that Echo. But that's just the nature of Diana. You're an all-in champ. Either you kill something or you die, essentially. And that's part of the problem with her kit, is that though she can kill really quick, what I wouldn't give for more of just kind of a pokey in out ability, you know, like I would not mind giving up damage to be able to go in, do like 50% and then be able to jump out and then have to wait like 8 seconds to do it again. I would really not mind a kit like that. Anyways, I find Janna. She gets away because she crosses the wall there, and I get wrecked because they were all there. And my team had actually backed off to do Dragon. So. But yeah, I think it would. And to be fair, Diana's in a balanced spot right now. That she for what she does, she's actually balanced, because she can all in someone and kill them very easily. But at the same time, Echo so won that duel. You could see Zed running. Anyways. Zed gets the blue, which is quite surprising considering. And then he goes in, and I do believe he gets... Oh no, Echo rewinds, so not able to get the Echo. And then I do believe they die, and I'm just like, well, I wouldn't have made it anyway, so I'm just gonna continue going top. And I do have... Oh, I almost have teleport up, right? No, yeah, I got teleport up, so I teleport down to help defend this. But the problem is it really is 1v5. Like, Lee is running around back there, but can't really do much. So I try to go in and burst the Echo. I missed my Q, though, so I wasn't able to follow up. And then the Lee Sin dies here because, due to the Echo. Because Echo's just really powerful, so I'm pretty sure it's following them, so I do believe one of them dies. Yeah, he has the rewind. Such a cheesy ult, too. And I think Echo's ult is just a little too overpowered, because he has so many damage mitigations and heals, along with super high mobility and super high damage. There's really not a lot you can do against an Echo. Anyways, Thresh is in trouble here. Not a lot that the rest of the team can do, because we're all dead. And so Zed is right here, and yeah, surprise kill, but Echo, and he has CC. Like, Echo has everything in his kit. He has massive shields, he has heals, he has hard CC, he has soft CC, he has lots of damage, and he has high mobility. Like, I still think Echo is overpowered, and I really think League of Legends needs to look at him. Like, he does have a high skill ceiling, but I don't... But I think he still needs to be nerfed because he has a little too much... Like, the only thing that can really beat him is sustained damage. Very slow sustained damage because his ult will just heal him up for pretty much all of the health that he loses if you try to burst him. So, and then he has burst himself with that third hit, just like Diana. So, I don't know. Anyways, I go in here because I'm looking to try to get a pick. And I'm not quite sure what to get. I did see the Jhin up there, but... And I missed my Q on the Zyra. Ooh, and she got a shield from Janna, too. She might have actually died if she didn't get that shield. But anyways, my team... Not a lot they can do. Most of their team can pretty much one-shot my team, or has the CC to be able to disrupt them from doing damage, like the Lee Sin there. And then Thresh just kind of dies alone because the Scion just backed off. So... Anyways, Echo rewinds, gets half the, or all of the health he lost back, and it's ridiculous. Like, as Diana, I can go in with 20% health and know that I'll get a kill on a squishy champion. And Echo can do something very similar, but he has heals and hard CC. Like, Diana has a hard CC too, but she doesn't have the slow, nor does she have all of... Well, I guess... Okay, not all damaging, but still. Echo gets his shield all at the same time. It's a massive stun, which is about the same size as Diana's, but it lasts longer. Anyways, Echo dies. I go off to clear out this... Or not Echo dies. What am I saying? Baron dies. And I go out here to clean this out because I don't want them taking this tower. And so... I clean that out, then I try to head to mid, because that's where they're showing where they are. Scion went top, using his ult to go top too, which was not a very good use of his ult, I would say. But anyways, I have to... I don't know how I get out of this. Oh, both the heal and shield from Thresh. We get out, but... Unfortunately, the Thresh dies because the Darius got 5 stacks on me, was able to apply it instantaneously to Thresh since once he gets 5, Berserk allows him to do that. Anyways, I taunt out someone. I try to taunt out someone right here by just sticking around with very low health. And all the meanwhile, I am poking Darius down at the same time. So when the team finally does engage... And Scion missed his ult right there. Well, I guess his ult comes up quick enough. Anyways, I do go in, and I do believe I kill both of them, yeah. But then the Echo, just no one can stop him. He jumps right past everyone to me, and yeah. So, anyways, so he rewinds. No damage taken at all throughout that little bit of the thing. He has his little mobility and slows, so he has means to make it so you can't catch up to him. Echo accidentally dodges Scions, and because of that, he's not locked down, and then they just chase Scion down a little. Oh, that's right, he ulted away. Can't say as much for that Zed, though. Anywho, so we are actually having a real tough time now. There's not a lot we can do, and so they take Elder Dragon here. They get all of the objectives. There's really nothing we can do. But we do have a small comeback, which is where I kind of put my 2 bits into losing the game. Anyways, I come up here. This Zyra not expecting anything and wrecked. So, but notice that I did have an auto there. That Lichbane took out like 10% of her health. Anyways, I get that. I see Darius. I'm like, crap, because he can kill me really quickly. So I kill the Janna and then hit that so that the Darius can't get close to us. Just, we need to disengage. Darius was berserked and we can't take him on like that. It's almost like Gnar, except he can stay in it as long as he's hitting someone, which is kind of good but kind of bad at the same time. I accidentally took some damage there. Anyways, we're pushing in because we can take down their base a lot faster than they can take down ours. And we have minions. So there's no reason for us to not take this bait, or at least one of these towers. Anyways, I go in, I try to do some damage to Echo, but guess what? He just heals it all back up. And he didn't do a ton of damage, but he did enough that it was fairly ridiculous. And a lot of us die right there to the Echo stun that he locks us down. He locked all of us down for like, what is his stun? Like 1.52 seconds? And so yeah, all of us die, or most of us die right there just because of that, because we couldn't do anything for the meantime. And I do believe this is where the Thresh survives, but the Zed dies. Or am I wrong? Nope, I'm wrong. I could have swore the Thresh survived one instance. Maybe I was talking over it and I didn't notice. But anyways, so we're really reeling now, and we lose most of our base because of that. Because that stun it is so powerful. It is really ridiculous. I think the stun needs to be reduced down to a 0.5 to a 1 second because it's really oppressive. Anyways, I come out here. I try to get the Janna. I scare her out of the fight, though, altogether for the most part. And I go in to get the Echo. He tried to ult out. But anyways, so I'm trying to... Oh, and this is a funny part. So I bait all of them over this way. And I did not expect Jhin to do that much damage. But I'm not terribly worried because I know I can actually do damage. I dodge Sion's little taunting right there. I did dodge Sion's heal so that he couldn't get the health there. Then I run off this way and I try to rejoin here, but this Zyra actually does a ton of damage. And I thought I would outrun that. I was thinking that she would miss-aim the snare, but she didn't, and so pretty much one-shots me with how little health I have left. But still, that little scene right there was so hilarious that it was 3v1 with me with 20% health, and I still somehow got out of that with killing all of them. If it wasn't for the Zyra getting me, that would have been an amazing kill streak right there. Anyways, the Zed comes up here and easily kills the Zyra. She does a lot of damage to him, though, too, so... And now he needs to just get out because they are chasing him down. That was me pinging to run. Anyways, so we're feeling kind of good right here. We are still reeling, but most of us don't notice it, especially me. For a moment, because I was thinking we could get some of this. Anyways, I get the Echo even through his ult, which did a massive amount of damage. I think similar to Diana, Echo in a lot of cases can do better being engaged on rather than engaging, because Echo's ult can essentially cancel any damage that happens, and he can do some damage ahead of time. So, and though it can do a lot of damage itself, and that it's played up that that's how you should use it, it really, especially if you've been in the same spot for 4 seconds, so that the ult's right there, you get the benefit of both the damage and the heal. So, but anyways, so we try to push it in here. I'm just hiding here to see if I can't get a pick, and because I'm low health. Anyways, I try to get the Jhin. He gets away with the flash, but we really need to push this in. So I saw that the inhibitor was about to come up, but more pressing matters, I guess. Anyways, the Jhin goes for me, and I'm like, I can survive it and the Thresh helps because his shield, but it's just, we do push this in, but it takes a lot to push it in as much as we do. So got the Darius down. He was actually the biggest threat on their team because most of us could take out most of the other people without a problem as long as we engaged correctly. So we stick around. I'm healing up thanks to the Ravenous Hunter, and I go in to get someone. The Janna stopped paying attention, so I went in on her. But yeah, we actually do get this pushed in, and we do take this other tower, which is actually really good for us. And the Zyra just gets annihilated again. And then I try to go in on the Jhin, but he hurts a lot. And I get wrecked right there by the Echo. And Echo is now starting to become so powerful that it's going to be really... Are you serious? This is Tank Echo? Oh, BS. The idea is that Tank Echo is not supposed to be a part of the meta, and I know he doesn't have a lot of tanky items, but he has enough health and armor to resist most damage. And I would actually say that the game is actually moving towards kind of that idea where if you build hybrid or some defensive items, that you might actually stand a better chance. But Echo in particular has this because he has % health damage on his third hit, which is a little ridiculous. It should, if he's supposed to be a mage, make it a flat amount, because tanks are the ones that are supposed to have the % damage, which I still don't even get, because tanks aren't supposed to be damage dealers. But and speaking of which, if you have a chance, play Mao, especially in the Poro King event. Oh man, he just wrecks if you just build nothing but health with armor or MR. My goodness, he just annihilates. Anyways, so you have to have your team obviously to do damage, but it's not bad. So I see that they have a ward there, and so I run this way. Ah, so that's how they see me. Anyways, so I'm looking to backdoor here. So, but I see my team moving in, so I do go to head in. And I get the Zyra a little. I have to flash out because they would have wrecked me if I didn't. Taunting the Darius out this way. The Scion tries to do something there, and I peel off right here to go do... to return to the base, but then I remember that the ward is there. So I go up this way, and they all think I'm going back towards my base, so they're running in that direction. I do avoid that ward. I do avoid, and they have no more wards over here, but so I don't know what triggered it. Okay, they see me there, and I should have backed right here. This is my mistake. I should have backed. I shouldn't have tried to take this. I thought I would be able to do a lot more damage than I did, and so that was my mistake. I know in the future now that I can't do that much damage, and that in that case I got them backing, so I should have just backed off. But oh well, what can you do, you know? Anyways, so I'm on a massive cooldown timer now, and this Darius just comes into the base and starts taking the everything, but he is super tanky, but we have enough lockdown and CC to deal with it. Oh, the Scion tried to get in, and he was burst down before he could finish the tower. Now the problem here is that I was thinking, oh, I could teleport, but the problem is that the wards, I believe, died before I got back up. So I had to hoof it across the map I would have to hoof it across the map to even try. And their inhibitors came back up, so not even a chance to do it there. The Zyra getting owned right there, but they have the rest of their team right there, so oh, and here's where I'm with the Thresh, and the Thresh is the only one alive. But anyways, so I come out here to try to get a pick in hopes, but there's not really a lot that we can do. They are all together. And I do make a fatal mistake right here too. So I come in behind, and it kind of breaks them off their attack charge. And man, Jhin does a lot of damage. That was one of his normal shots. So anyways, I mess up right here that Echo still had his ult, and I got locked down by the Jhin, so I guess it wasn't so much my mistake as just they had a really good play. So anyways, I die again. I'm on that massive cooldown timer, and so has everyone else for the most part. And there's nothing my team can do. The Scion doesn't really do a lot of damage, but he's not tanky enough to really be in there either. So he is just kind of moving around down there. So it's, oh well, what are you gonna do, right? Anyways, and we would have probably had a better time if we had a legit ADC, but who knows? The Scion ADC just did not actually work that well, so I hope he doesn't make other people suffer through using it. Especially his name is hilarious for it, because I could see Scion as an ADC as a meme. So anyways, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please do leave a like and do subscribe if you're not already, to catch the next episode as it comes out. And if you really do want an episode, be sure to leave that comment, as I may return to this, but it might be longer before I return to it. And I might actually do a ranked series, because I think that might be a little more interesting. But anyways, it's a one-trick Diana, see what I can rank at. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.